Welcome back to the channel for Right Time Watches here in Denver, Colorado. Today we're in the store and we're going to be doing a little head-to-head competition. $10,000, 5 minutes, one watch collection. Let's go. We're going to start with Vicki. Say hello, Vicki.
Hi.
All right.
All right, here we go.
Going Grand Seiko first. Smart move. What's your pick?
Quartz GMT blue dial. One of my favorites.
Off to the races. Still under a minute. We've got 2 watches.
Okay.
Oris is next. Always a classic, can't go wrong. Oh, now she's thinking. It's getting serious. What did we get? Something from Rado. How we doing on time, Monica?
Doing well. We're at 2 minutes.
2 minutes. Oh, she's doing great. Oh, she's at Casio. How we looking? Is she over?
I think she's over.
You might be over, Vicki.
You're over by $100. Well, you definitely need that one out.
Do you want to cut it or do you want to keep it and swap something?
Okay, I'll swap something.
Back on bezel.
Okay.
Are you done?
I think you're $50.
$50 over?
No, you're not $50.
Oh,
Just there.
this
This
is
is it.
fine.
Collection's done.
Yeah, I can't find a Casio.
All right, she's done?
So, like,
All right.
How'd we do on time? Did we make it?
We did. We are at 3 minutes and 39 seconds.
Excellent. All right, Vicki, tell us what you picked.
all right. So, we start with the one that's near and dear to my heart. The Grand Seiko Quartz GMT. I think this watch is just fabulous for many different reasons, but I think the easiest part about this watch is you can do everything in it. You can wear it all day long, you can dress it up, you can dress it down. It just becomes something that you throw on and go and you don't worry about it. I then chose this Mule because I love green, and this dial is one of the coolest dials that I think they've made in a long time. It has this almost sparkle slash speckle effect to it, and I think it just gives it so much pizzazz, but you can pop it on so many different straps and change the look of it. You can pop it on rubber if you need it to go in water, but it just becomes something that you throw on when you want that little pop of color. I then chose an Oris because I think Oris is one of my favorite watches overall. Budget-wise, I probably would have put in a Cherry, but I was over budget, so I went with my next favorite, which would be a Big Crown. I love the pointer date on this watch. I think it gives you that little touch of something extra without being, you know, totally different, and it's not crazy in price. And then for my dress watch, I went with one of my favorites, which is this Rado in their Earth Tone collection, and it is such a pretty, almost like a taupey brown mother of pearl, and they did the diamonds under the crystal, which I thought was such a cool way of doing it. But it's thin, it's rose, it's beautiful, and it's just something that you can dress up so easily. And that's it, that's my collection.
Did you add a Casio? Did it fit?
It didn't fit, but this is my Casio of choice. I would always throw on the clear Casio. I do own a clear Casio that my mother has confiscated and turned it not clear anymore, so it is now her Casio. But I think this watch is so fun, but super lightweight, easy for when we go hiking, skiing, whatever the case may be. It's just a great watch to throw on and go. And that's it. That's my collection. Grand Seiko Quartz GMT is $3,200. Muley with the beautiful green dial is $22.99. Oris Big Crown is $19.50. And the most fabulous Rado is $2,500.
Monica was cheating. She was looking while Vicki was going.
Was I looking at? I was putting back the diver watch that she didn't want anymore.
Minus 5 points.
I think I get plus 5 points for cleaning and
I don't know
helping.
about all that. Okay, it's Monica's turn. She's gonna get ready
How about
to go.
this? I solemnly swear not to put an Oris in my collection since I just put one back in that case.
That sounds like a mistake and a fast way to lose. No Oris.
Are you ready?
Yeah,
You're
I'm
fine.
only over here because you guys know which watch I'm going to put in my collection first.
All right, let us.
You ready?
You're off.
Go.
Follow me to my favorite watch.
Oh, we know the Colorado watch.
I know, you know the Colorado watch going in there.
Oh, that's a bold choice.
I don't need to appeal to the masses. I need to appeal to myself.
Unless the masses say you lose.
Well, we don't care. If I get to keep the collection, I win.
Where are we going next?
Going for a Healy.
Oh, that's a great choice.
I'm gonna go green. I really want to go chrono, but I'm poor already.
Budget. Budget.
I am gonna spend a little bit on my pilot watch though. So I am going to spend a little bit extra for my pilot.
Going Braemont.
I'm going Braemont and I'm going Braun.
It's a safe choice for a pilot. How we doing on time?
I'm rich.
How much do you have left?
She's at
Like a
85 right now.
I have $1,400. You can get a pretty serious Seiko for $1,400.
Life decisions, life decisions. You have gray.
The practical element here.
Oh, well, yeah, $99.50. I'll split the Casio with you.
All right, are we
Add it to
done?
both
Done.
collections.
Yeah.
That's the right time way. Share a collection.
That's exactly right.
That's how we do it.
Okay, Monica, what's your pick?
All right. So if you come into our store, the cool thing is we'll help you create the collection that speaks to you. But this collection speaks to me. So if you know me, these are the watches that I probably talk about the most, and they definitely speak to my heart. And I'm gonna save what I think is the best for last. But I'll start with my diver, because I always like to have a diver. I have 3 children, and that equals a lot of time in the water. So I'm gonna go with the ice diver from Seiko. And this one's in the Willard case. I have a 6-inch wrist, 6 1/4. So a Willard case suits me just fine because it's nice and thin. And I love, love, love this dial. I really love the gray one, probably a little bit more if I was telling the truth, but I put a gray watch in my collection for the pilot. So I'm gonna stick with light blue for this one.
Also, fun fact.
And yeah,
We actually met Becky Kagan-Schott, who is a fan of Seiko, and she actually does their ice diver expeditions.
Oh.
And she wore that
She did
watch.
it in this watch.
Nice.
And it matches the glaciers and the water that she was diving in perfectly. So I probably, if I was wearing this watch, would think I was slightly more badass than I actually am.
Isn't that how we all feel in most watches?
My second watch is going to be a Bremont. And I prefer this portion of the Bremont collection a little bit more because it fits my wrist size better. So I'm going for broadsword. And this is from the Her Majesty's Armed Forces part of the collection. So a little bit thinner case. It doesn't have that triptych construction that most people might know them for, but I like the little bit sleeker look. It's in bronze, and this one has a magical gray color dial. I love that the hands are rose gold to match the bronze case. I just think this watch is beautiful. I had to put a Healy in there. So this is my absolute favorite Frederic Constant watch, and probably one of my favorite kind of racing inspired watches. So I don't race, but my children think I do, and my husband does, and all of the city of Denver and all of the surrounding areas. But I love the rally style strap. I always am drawn toward racing style numbers, and I love the green. The fact that they did the inner bezel a different color. So I love the contrast. There's a lot of dimension to this. If you zoom in on this watch, you'll see that everything is applied and adds another layer to the dimension. There's always a little accent of red, and everybody has to love a little accent of red. So that's my favorite out of Frederic Constant. And my absolute favorite watch, which we have to put in the collection, is going to be from Alexander Shorrokoff and Right Time. It is the Colorado watch. I'm sure you've heard on a previous YouTube video, but we designed this watch with Alexander Shorrokoff, and so he did something really cool for us. We drew a watch, not so spectacular, on a piece of paper, and we sent it to him, and it had, so it was our design and like kind of what we thought in our hearts represented the state that we live in, that we love so much, and then he came back with a digital rendering, and that became this beautiful watch that you see here. And this watch is so cool because really the thing of watches that appeals to me the most is the dial, the style. Like that's what makes it really, really cool. That's what makes this collection complete. There are a lot of people who are drawn towards movements, and I appreciate that, but I am really drawn to the aesthetic of it. And this one compiles mother of pearl, diamond dust, there's little gold pieces, gold accents on here, different textures. This is really what the art of watchmaking, I think, is about. So this makes a beautiful dial, and it represents Colorado, which we love so much, and we think you should visit us here. So that's my collection. Alexander Shorrokoff Colorado watch. Retail is $2,880. Frederic Constant Healy with small seconds. Retail is $18.95. Bremont broadsword in bronze. Retail is $37.75. Seiko Ice Diver in the Willard case. Retail is $1,400. Fun challenge, we just added Zach to the competition.
Okay, the ladies of Right Time just challenged me to make my own collection. I'm not gonna do as well as they are, but I'm gonna give it a shot. Let's go. I know where to start.
Zach has really good taste.
I have okay taste. I have good taste for me. I'm gonna go Aquas because I love them. I'm not gonna go Caliber 400 because of the price. Oh, I'm really bad at picking. You know this about me.
We do, but that's what we love about you,
I'm
Zach.
gonna go crazy. I'm gonna get some red. And I'm gonna save on the budget because this one's on a strap instead of a bracelet. Okay, someone help me.
I got you.
Otherwise I'm gonna run out of time.
You keep going. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about
Just
it.
leave
I'm
it.
gonna put it back, otherwise it's not gonna work. Okay, what's next? I'm gonna go for more. More is less, less is more. Someone they choose. Okay. Laco has some really good watches for some really affordable prices. They've got a great range. I'm gonna get one that's a little bit more affordable in there so that I can cover brown. I'm going for colors. I'll come back. I'll come back at the end if I have any money left. Let's go crazy. So as you know, I've got a ginormous wrist, so I'm gonna pick big watches because I have no self-control. That's big. Oh no. Pretend like I'm shopping. That was all. Mito has some really good stuff. This titanium chrono is the best.
Ooh, I like it.
Okay, let's put that one home. Oh no, I'm gonna run out of money if I grab all the stuff I want. How much money do I have left? It's probably like $0 already somehow. I'm gonna go crazy.
You got $48.39 remaining.
$48.39 remaining. Can I even buy this watch? I sure can. I'm doing it. Accutron Space View. And $48.39.
Yeah.
This is like $82.89.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got space for a diver. Do I have a diver yet? Oh, I do have enough.
Yes. You have 2 divers.
I have 2 divers?
Yeah.
Well, I should just have another one probably. Okay, I won't do that. So I have like 1,800 bucks. 17 something. I'm not good at math. Nobody hired me for that.
1711.
1711. Do I have blue? I do have blue, but not a lot. It would make sense if I had 2 blue watches. Alright, and I'm going to add a Casio and actually be able to afford the whole thing.
A slap in the face from Zach.
Shots fired! Okay.
But do you have the special Casio key to get in?
Sabotage!
Here, I'll come help you.
Now choosing is hard.
I know, now you have lots of color choices.
I sure do. How much money do I have? Like 300 bucks? 320. I already have red. I have white. It will, or
Arrangement.
should I pick the one I already have in my real collection because it's awesome? Okay, let's go. Mudmaster, where are they? Are they up here? $350. Okay, that's not gonna work. You have one on canvas that's cheaper. $320. Got it.
Got it.
Picked. I'm not going to go in the order I picked them because I don't remember what that order was. But this one, this is a favorite of mine from last year. It's the Seiko Sharp Edge GMT. This one is a true GMT with an automatic movement for $1,400. This is the 140th anniversary edition. It's awesome. You can't beat it. Had to add this into my collection. I also picked this Accutron Space View 2020. This is not the limited edition version, but it looks very similar. It's got kind of a gray chapter ring instead of a green. That's one of the big differences, and you don't get the cool book. But it saved me a couple dollars on my collection, and I think the limited is sold out anyways. This is a really cool watch with an extremely unique movement, so I had to add that one in. The Laco I picked here is from the Classics collection. This one's the Mocha. This strap is super duper soft. I love the leather NATO, and I really wanted to have something a little bit different, so I went with the brown dial. I think this is a no-brainer. Also an automatic movement. This one is $540. This one I'm going to actually buy someday as soon as I can commit. This is the Mito Ocean Star Chrono. This one is made of titanium. I think it's one of my favorite titanium bracelet and clasps. Sometimes you get that light feeling and it feels like you're losing something versus steel. This one, you don't get that at all. And it's big, 44, 45 millimeters-ish, and you don't feel it in the slightest. And then, just because I could and had to, I added this Casio beefy. I can do anything I want in it. I can smack it on the wall, which I do, and it won't matter. So there you go.
And you live in Colorado, you didn't do it.
Oh, I didn't do my Oris? Oh, that's fun. This was the first one I picked. I've always been a huge fan of the Aquas collection. Interestingly, I love it for the bracelet, but this one with the red strap is one of my favorites. It's got the relief bezel. It's got the bright red seconds hand to match the gorgeous rubber strap. I think this one is a winner as well. Seiko Sharp Edge GMT, $1,400. G-Shock Mudmaster, $320. Oris Aquas, $1,900. Laco Classics, $540. Accutron Space View 3450. Mito Ocean Star 2390.
Thank you so much for watching this video, and we hope you enjoyed our journey of finding a collection for under $10,000 or at $10,000, although Monica and I didn't quite make it to get our Casio in.
You get a share.
So now we split.
So don't forget, so we have all the watches you see here plus half of one of these. I'll take the 12 o'clock side, you can have the 6 o'clock side. So in order to determine who wins, please comment below. So you can comment Collection Vicki or Collection Monica. We'd love to hear your thoughts. What would you add? What would you take away from the collection? If you had $10,000 to spend, what would your collection look like? We hope to see you again soon on the channel, and we hope to do more fun videos like this. So see you next time at Right Time.
Even.
All right, you came in right at 10.
I got way more watches than you though.
Where are we going, quantity or quality?
Well, I have good watches.
I'm kidding.